Office Sabotage Survival Guide, Dodging Landmines and Louboutins. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments. Welcome to the corporate jungle, where office sabotage is an Olympic-level sport and everyone's vying for gold. If you've ever felt like your career path is littered with invisible tripwires set by smiling colleagues, you're not imagining it. Sabotage doesn't always come in the form of dramatic betrayal. It's often subtle, insidious, and wrapped in a compliment like, "I don't know how you do it all." Spoiler alert, they don't mean it. If you're navigating a cutthroat workplace where everyone's wielding passive-aggressive smiles like weapons, fear not. This guide is your chic armor for identifying the saboteurs, dodging their traps, and advancing in style. Let's get into it. Know thy enemy. Spotting the office saboteur. Saboteurs aren't always obvious villains. Sometimes they're Karen from HR with the perfect manicure, or Dave from marketing who, accidentally, forgets to copy you on crucial emails. These people don't wear neon signs that say beware. They disguise their sabotage as incompetence, helpfulness, or innocent mistakes. Look out for these common types. The credit thief. They borrow your ideas during meetings and conveniently forget to return them with credit. The gossip dealer. They spread rumors faster than you can say team-building retreat. The overload artist. They pile on unnecessary tasks to derail your focus. The underminer. They casually highlight your mistakes, real or imagined, in front of the boss. The first step to survival is spotting these saboteurs before they can strike. Pay attention to patterns in their behavior, not just one-off incidents. Sabotage is rarely a fluke. It's often a strategy. Keep your cards close to your chest. In competitive workplaces, oversharing is a rookie mistake. Think of your goals, challenges, and strategies as trade secrets. Sharing too much can be like handing a saboteur your playbook, and they'll use it to score against you. For instance, if you're working on a big presentation, resist the urge to spill every detail over lunch. Instead, share just enough to showcase your involvement without giving away the crown jewels. I'm leading the presentation for the Q4 strategy meeting. I'm excited to share the results soon. Translation: Stay curious, Karen, but this tea is not for you. The power of professional poker face. Saboteurs thrive on emotional reactions. If you explode when someone steps on your toes, or Louboutins, you give them exactly what they want, proof that they can rattle you. Instead, master the art of the professional poker face. When the credit thief presents your idea as their own, resist the urge to scream, "That's mine." Instead, calmly interject with, "I'm so glad you brought that up. Let me add some additional context since I've been developing this idea further." You've reclaimed your credit without breaking a sweat. Your calm demeanor sends a clear message. I'm unshakable, and you should probably rethink messing with me. Build an alliance of real ones. In a competitive environment, finding allies is as crucial as finding the perfect pair of heels. Seek out colleagues who are trustworthy, ethical, and as annoyed by the saboteurs as you are. These allies will help you navigate the office minefield, share intel, and have your back when things get messy. But remember, alliances are built on reciprocity. Be as supportive as you want others to be for you. Celebrate their wins, share credit when it's due, and never, ever throw them under the bus. The best allies often emerge in unexpected places. The quiet coworker who notices everything but says little may become your secret weapon in spotting sabotage. Document everything like a detective. In the world of office sabotage, receipts are your best friend. Keep a detailed record of your contributions, meetings, and communications. Saboteurs rely on ambiguity to spin their webs of deceit, so documentation is your antidote. If Karen forgets to include you on the email chain for the third time, forward her your previous email threads with a polite, "Just looping myself back in for continuity. Let me know if I missed anything." You've subtly called her out while ensuring you stay in the loop. If things escalate, your documentation becomes your defense. It's hard for saboteurs to argue with a time-stamped email trail. Master the art of subtle self-promotion. Saboteurs often strike when they sense an opportunity to overshadow you. Counter this by making your contributions visible in a way that's professional, not boastful. For example, during meetings, don't just sit back and let others take the stage. Find moments to highlight your work. I'm thrilled to share that our team implemented specific solution, which led to specific result. You've owned your achievement without waiting for someone else to steal the spotlight. Play offense, not just defense. Sabotage survival isn't just about dodging attacks. It's about positioning yourself as untouchable. This means being proactive in showcasing your value, building strong relationships with decision-makers, and staying ahead of the game. Volunteer for high-visibility projects, share innovative ideas, and consistently deliver results. When your track record speaks for itself, even the sneakiest saboteur will struggle to undermine you. Dodging office sabotage is like navigating a battlefield in your favorite heels. You need balance, poise, and a killer strategy. By recognizing the saboteurs, keeping your cool, and building a strong network, you'll stay one step ahead of the drama and 2 steps closer to your goals. Turning sabotage into opportunity and outsmarting the villains. You've spotted the saboteurs, documented their schemes, and perfected your professional poker face. Now, it's time to go from playing defense to crafting your offensive strategy. The truth is, you don't just want to survive the workplace game. You want to dominate it. And what's more satisfying than outsmarting office villains in a fiercely competitive environment? Doing it while wearing your favorite pair of power heels, of course. Here's how to transform sabotage into opportunities for growth. Flip the script on the instigators and establish yourself as an unshakable force in your career. Use their tactics against them, gracefully, of course. If there's one thing saboteurs hate, it's being beaten at their own game. They thrive on chaos and thrive even more on your frustration. But what if you could take their underhanded tricks and turn them into tools for your success? For example, if a saboteur tries to overload you with tasks, flip the narrative. Respond with, "Thanks for trusting me with this. I'll prioritize it after." Specific task tied to your boss's goals. This signals 2 things. You're focused on delivering high-value work, and you're too sharp to fall for their schemes. Another move? Publicly credit them for the tasks they delegated to you. In a meeting, say, "I appreciate Saboteur's name for identifying this as a priority. With their input, I was able to execute it successfully." You've acknowledged them while subtly making it clear they're outsourcing their work. Bravo! Control the narrative. Become the office storyteller. Saboteurs love to manipulate narratives. One snide comment, one well-timed eye roll, and suddenly the office is buzzing about how you're hard to work with. The best counter? Control the story before they do. Start by building your reputation as a problem solver. Volunteer to spearhead initiatives that align with the company's goals and ensure your contributions are visible to key decision-makers. When you present your ideas or accomplishments, frame them as part of a larger vision. For example, our team's collaborative efforts led to specific result. I'm proud of how we tackled this together. You've highlighted your leadership without explicitly pointing fingers at anyone who didn't pull their weight. Build strategic relationships with power players. In the corporate world, influence flows to those who align themselves with the right people. If you're dealing with saboteurs, chances are they're preying on your vulnerabilities because they think you lack protection. It's time to change that perception. Focus on building relationships with colleagues who wield influence, whether it's your boss, the senior manager, or even the receptionist who knows everything. These connections act as a buffer, making you less of an easy target. Networking isn't just about schmoozing at happy hours. Be genuinely curious about others' work. Show gratitude for their insights, and offer support when you can. Power players value authenticity, and once they're in your corner, saboteurs will think twice before making a move. Rise above the drama without looking aloof. One of the trickiest parts of dodging sabotage is balancing professionalism with approachability. You don't want to get dragged into the drama, but you also don't want to come across as distant or disengaged. Here's how. Be neutral, not passive. When coworkers vent about the latest drama, listen but don't add fuel to the fire. A simple, "That's tough. How are you planning to handle it?" redirects the conversation while keeping you out of the fray. Offer solutions, not opinions. If someone tries to pull you into a conflict, shift the focus to problem solving. For instance, "Let's focus on how we can move forward," is a power move that keeps you above the drama. This approach positions you as a leader who's focused on solutions, not squabbles. Let results do the talking. While saboteurs waste time plotting your downfall, you're busy delivering exceptional results. In toxic workplaces, performance speaks louder than words, especially when you make sure the right people hear about it. Here's the trick. Don't just do great work. Share it strategically. Boss updates. Send concise weekly updates to your manager highlighting your progress and achievements. Keep it focused on impact, like, "This week, I streamlined process, saving the team, specific time/resources." Meetings. Speak up during team discussions to showcase your expertise. "Based on my analysis, I recommend specific action," which could lead to specific benefit. When you're consistently visible for the right reasons, saboteurs' efforts to discredit you will fall flat. Use sabotage as fuel for growth. Here's a surprising truth. Sabotage can actually be good for your career. If you use it as a learning opportunity, every sneaky move, every backhanded comment, is a chance to sharpen your instincts and refine your strategy. For example, if someone blindsides you in a meeting, don't just react, analyze. What did they do? How could you have anticipated it? How can you turn it into an opportunity? The more you embrace this mindset, the less sabotage will rattle you. Over time, you'll develop the kind of emotional resilience and strategic thinking that sets leaders apart from the crowd. Know when to exit the battlefield. Let's be real. Not every workplace is worth the fight. If the sabotage is relentless, the environment is toxic, and your mental health is suffering, it's okay to leave. Walking away isn't a sign of defeat. It's a declaration that you value yourself too much to stay where you're not respected. When you decide to move on, do it with style. Wrap up your projects, leave behind a stellar impression, and take your lessons with you. Because here's the ultimate flex: thriving in your next role while your saboteurs are still stuck playing petty games. Office sabotage may feel like a series of landmines, but with the right strategy, you can navigate them with grace, humor, and a touch of cunning. By controlling the narrative, aligning with power players, and letting your results speak louder than the saboteur's whispers, you'll not only survive, you'll thrive. Remember, every obstacle is an opportunity to prove just how unstoppable you are. So, put on your favorite heels, hold your head high, and keep strutting toward success. You've got this. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments.